Welcome back. Now, the International Fire Safety Week is being hosted in Windhoek as of yesterday till Friday by the City of Windhoek Fire Brigade Services. Now, joining me in the studio is the Community Fire Safety Awareness and Education Senior Station Officer, that is Fillipus Sikongo at the City of Windhoek. Welcome to Namibia Connect.
Thank you, Selima.
All right,
good day to the viewers.
Welcome. Just to start off, can you start by giving us a brief overview of what this week is all about and also just the significance for the Windhoek community?
Okay, so this week, as we have been promoting the event, emanates from some very difficult times when it comes to fire issues, where a community was almost wiped away, where 250 people lost their lives, and about 1,000 lost their homes. They became homeless, and there was a number of grazing land that was also damaged. Now, learning from those mistakes, this week was then dedicated to just create awareness in the community so that the community is fire savvy, and also to bring other stakeholders on board, because fire safety is not only the responsibility of the fire service alone. If you look at it, you are looking at the community of Windhoek, but that is not our only target, but the entire nation, where we have to have some sort of coherent activities that benefits the entire community, so that they are aware of what to do to prevent fire outbreaks in terms of what risk they are having in their homes, in schools, in their work environment. And if a fire breaks out, what is it that they need to do, and how will they recover after that fire incident?
Now, what specific activities are you running? What are the key takeaways also, and also what do you want the residents to live with?
Okay, so this year we actually want everyone to come on board. This is different stakeholders. Fire incidences, yes, our biggest fires or most common fires, this is for all local authorities all across the country. They are in the informal settlement or in the residential areas. And the people that live in this area are our employees, and they work for us, or they make the companies that are there. Therefore, our main aim this year is to get these different stakeholders to come on board, and just also to have that fire safety culture and inculcate it in their employees at work, on the road, and at home, so that we don't only speak about fire safety when people are at the fire station. So this year is more on just getting everyone on board and creating this fire safety awareness. And we are going to have different activities, and these activities will incorporate community leaders and all the other people that will visit our fire station.
Are we also talking about, we know that recently we had the occurrence of field fires. Is that also part of the awareness campaign?
Yes, it is part of the awareness campaign, because we believe that a fire should be handled carefully. And as much as the name is misleading of what emergency responders in the fire sector do, which is firefighting, it's such a misleading thing, because if you look at field fires, that is one of the most difficult fires to handle or to fight, because you are fighting definitely with nature. And you're looking at the grass, you're looking at the oxygen, and you're looking at the topography, and many other things. So you are having lives in danger. Therefore, the best way we can mitigate the devastation of field fires in any area, in any part of the country, is by being proactive and just having some sort of fire safety acumen, so that we can prevent these fire outbreaks. So definitely we are looking at field fires, structural fires, vehicle fires, and any other types of fires. Yes.
All right, so in terms of just the fire brigade doing, what are they doing to help vulnerable households, and that is also communities in informal settlements, to prepare or respond to these emergencies?
Okay, so I think Namibia is such a law-abiding nation, where we have different institutions that are working hand in hand to just make the nation a better place for our residents. So from the City of Windhoek point of view, within the city itself, we have different departments that are responsible for different functions. And from the fire service, we usually do then the community awareness to prevent fires. And if a fire breaks out, we then have to respond and try to mitigate or extinguish these fires. And within the same division, we have our disaster risk officers that will go out and do a risk analysis. So this is more a humanitarian service where we try to analyze and see what assistance can we immediately offer. And then within our department, which is Economic Development and Community Service, there is colleagues that are trained counselors, because fire does not only let you lose your properties or you lose your life. You have psychological issues. So this specific division has specialists that will do the counseling, because there is some psychological effect after you have suffered a fire outbreak. And there are other the private entities that also do come on board to do donations of clothing, beddings, food, and even the different constituency councillors, and from the mayor's relief fund as well, they do some sort of relief. But that is not where we want to invest our funds in. We want to invest them more on fire safety and prevention.
And just in terms of ensuring safety, public safety, are there any challenges that you face?
Okay, I think the biggest challenge that is not only for the city is the human attitude towards fire safety and prevention. There is that belief that if you have not suffered a fire for the past 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, then it's not going to happen to you. We have traditional ways of measuring certain things, but fire is something that is a very good servant, but can be a very bad master. So with floods, we can say, yes, we can anticipate because we are going to receive so much rain, but with fires, yes, it can be as a result of good rains and then good vegetation. But in terms of how it affects you, it's so bad that you will not be able to recover like you will recover from any other disasters where you get certain reliefs, because fire damages your properties, your life, and the environment as well. So those are some of the challenges that the human factor is the biggest contributing factor in terms of our challenges. When road users don't adhere to traffic rules to give right of way to emergency vehicles, and when you get to the fire scene, you find that people are hostile just because they did not take the time to learn the emergency number or to know who to call in case of an emergency, or even how to prevent fires. And then the biggest of them all that we are all crying for is the resources, whether from machinery, the machinery that we use, because firefighting equipments are very, very expensive. However, they are needed in the community because they are essential. It's an essential service. And then the human resource factor. So those are the challenges. We have some and many, but we are there to save lives, protect property, so we cannot lean back and say these challenges will hinder us from rendering effective and efficient service to the community.
Indeed. Just as you round off, perhaps just the recent field fires that we spoke about, how did they perhaps shape the week-long activities?
Okay, so as much as this fire happened not in the Commerce region, let alone in the Municipal Council of Windhoek, I think we are one of the biggest fire service fully fledged. So our expertise are sought for, and we actually had a discussion in the same week when the fire was ongoing with the Ministry of Environment, where we were trying to see how we can better develop this national policy on field fire, because we have a lot of opinions with regards to what could have been done and so on. This is possibly as a result of a lack of a well-coordinated team and a national stand on what should be done when there is a field fire, not only in a national park, but when there is a field fire that does not fall within a local authority or a municipal area where there is an established fire service. So I think this specific fire has actually given us that red flag or lights to say we need to do better in terms of our resources sharing, and in terms of what national legislation can we improve so that we can use our expertise to the best of their abilities for us not to lose so much land because of fire.
In terms also responding to the field fires when they happen promptly so they don't spread again. That's probably also one of the things that was looked at.
Yes.
Okay. Just before I let you go, briefly just tell us about how the public can get involved and where are these activities happening?
Okay, so this year because this event we actually became very robust and very deliberate that we are going to hold this event in conjunction just to follow what international standards and other countries. We actually held it last year, and this year we looked at united to ignite for a secure future. So the public are within that uniting that we are talking about. So the fire station is open to the public every single day from 8 o'clock to 1600 hours. And they can come through and just ask all the necessary questions that they need to have. And we have external exhibitors. These are companies or people from the community that have ways on how to do fire safety and prevention. They've brought certain technological equipments that the community can use. And we are very much excited that from last year's event, the other local authorities are following suit. For example, the Mariental municipality is busy with the same event as ourselves, and they are busy with their own activities. So the community is welcome, so that come next year, they are the ones to inform us in terms of what can we do better to prevent fire outbreaks, and what is it that we need to include in next year's event.
Indeed.
Yes.
Fillipus, thank you so much for being on Namibia Connect and giving us that update.
Thank you, Selima.
All right.